Yeah, so my mom and dad were both teachers in Park Ridge when I was growing up, and my sister. Growing up, my mom actually taught at the old Emerson. My dad did as well for 1 year. They were both PE teachers until the last about 10 years of their career. Then my dad went up into wood shop and plastics. And my mom went to 6th grade originally, and then when the new Emerson opened, she didn't want to go to Lincoln, so she instead stayed and went to 5th grade. So it was great, like going to Lincoln, my dad was upstairs in the shop and I was in class. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if I forgot to get a test signed, I could run upstairs and get it signed, so those were always pretty good perks of the situation. And then now currently my sister and I are both teachers in District 64, so it's a family thing.
Is it hard to teach during the day at Emerson and then coach Maine South softball after school?
At times it's challenging, that's for sure. I also coach basketball at Maine South, so it really starts like October 1st it starts and it will go through July 4th. It can make for some long days, but I've always been the person that likes to have my day scheduled. So I know that, if I go home, I'm going to take a nap. So I might as well go do something I really enjoy doing, and that's going and coaching at the high school.
Is it weird being a teacher in Park Ridge when you grew up here too?
Now, 25 years later, after teaching here for 25 years, it's not so bad. In the beginning, it was really difficult because I would see a teacher that I had in middle school, and I would call that person Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, and they're like, my name is, Rosemary. I'm like, okay, Mrs. Dominique, so it was weird to start with, but now it's great.
We understand that you have a Maine South softball record. Can you tell us more about that?
I do. It's actually a state record, believe it or not. It's in 5 innings, I had 15 RBI. So yeah, that was a cool one. I was lucky enough, everyone was always on base when I got up to that, so it was pretty easy. I shouldn't say easy, but it was at Maine West, which is always nice to do against a rival school. But the Maine South record is actually a basketball record, and I'm still, not for long, I feel like it's going to be broken pretty soon, but I hold the most points in a game.
Oh, really? How many points?
39.
Wow.
No 3-pointers. I was a post player.
How is sharing your passion with others help them understand your identity and interests?
I think that's just part of being a person. When you get to meet someone, you're talking to somebody, whether it be here at school or just out in public, that's how you get to know somebody. And I think you'll be really interested to find out how many people have the same interests as you, and what you identify as.
I agree.
How does giving voice to people's ideas and passions create empathy?
For me, being a teacher especially, it's sometimes, especially in middle school, it's hard for kids to express to everyone what they're feeling. So if they could come up to a teacher or to me and say, I really like this, but I'm not very good at it, then I feel like it's my job to be like, hey, so-and-so really wants to, try to play basketball with you guys. Can you give them a chance? And I think it's easier sometimes for kids to have somebody else do that for them to start with. So I feel like I'm the voice, the initial voice, and then that way they're able to move on from that and have their own voice.
Can you tell us about your jacket?
Well, sure. I mean, this is normal Thursday attire, isn't it? Don't you just wear jackets that are 30 years old? Because I just had my 30-year reunion a couple weeks ago. No, actually it is an SGA Spirit Day today, and the teachers were to wear 90s, and as my jacket shows you, I don't know if you guys can see it, I did graduate Maine South in 1991. These were the 3 varsity sports that I was able to play in high school. This is my letter, so softball was the first varsity sport I had. I played softball for varsity for 3 years in softball. Basketball was my second. I played that for 2 years, and I don't know if I lost it or whatever, but I also played volleyball for 2 years, so I should have another volleyball pin and another bar, but maybe I'll wear this.